Hi, Mike Overlord here with a new fantastic video. This video is about motivation, discipline, and obsession, and their differences and their needs and their uses. Mainly in the gym, but in all aspects of life. Hello, stray kitty outside. It's a cute one. But obviously people know, should know, motivation is amazing. It's great. It feels so wonderful. It's powered so many things and driven so many people so many places. But of course, as one knows, it's fleeting. Most of the time, especially if it's not something that you really are passionate about or care about or obsessed with. Then there comes this plan. Do it anyway, man. I don't care if I'm motivated. I don't care if I want to get out of bed. Go, go, go. That's good. Stay disciplined in all the things you truly want and need. And there ain't much that can, get in the way of that. If anything, really. I don't think there's anything. So discipline is always there when motivation isn't. If you allow it to be there and train it and get better at it, you will get better at discipline, just like any other skill, any other set, anything. Practice makes more perfect. But yeah. And then, of course, I think in a way beyond all is obsession. And in most ways, because once you get something obsessed, something good, let's hope it's something good, you don't need discipline or motivation. They're just going to come. It's not going to feel like effort. It's not going to feel like work. You're like, yeah, I love this. Yeah. Whatever it be, all your passions, like obsess. If you can't obsess over something, it is either not made for you or not what you should be doing, or you're not going to go as far as that obsessed person, of course, unless you're just that disciplined, but it's a grindier that way, whatever. And I don't bash that or nothing. That's awesome if you're not obsessed and you could keep the discipline to try just as hard as someone who's obsessed. Very unlikely, but amazing. I applaud you. But yeah, I was that way for a while, back in the day when I first started training, like 15 years ago. I actually came at it from a very good state. I was depressed most of my life. Now I'm never that way. It's just a thing of the past. For no reason I was depressed too that I could ever think of. I think it was just something. I don't know. Probably just the state of the world, and I was very aware of how silly most of it is. But I started off, quite motivated to get stronger, yes, but that motivation was not always there. 80% of the time of my training years, for like the first 8-10 years, I was not motivated. I was motivated 20% of the time. I'm like, yeah, let's go. And then all the time I'm like, I'm going to go train because yes, thank you. I need this. I'm going to power up. I'm going to do it anyways. I used to work out in my barn in the extreme heat and the extreme cold with no cooling or no fans, nothing. And I did it anyways. And that's how I progressed myself to the area and point of which it became an obsession. Once I really seen so much and how much I could do, and when I really finally broke out of a lifelong depression and realized it was just my own mind doing it, or the circumstances in my life that I could change. That was it. I got obsessed. I love it. I have a problem of not doing more and more. I, try to ease back slightly when I feel like I should through knowledge and wisdom, just so I get more bang out of my butt, because that's also the obsession. If you're really obsessed with it, you're going to do it like to the nearest and highest and most true of your abilities. If it means not doing another set, or, ooh, that felt a little twingy, drop it. If you feel like it's something that'll really hurt you, and get good at knowing when that is, just figure it out. But yeah, so I love motivation, of course. I always have motivation now because I am obsessed. But when I didn't have motivation, I always had discipline. So I did anyway. But now that all three of those things are in line, they're all synchronizing, and 1 + 1 + 1 does not only equal 3, it equals more at this point, you know? It's such a blessing to be in and find your passion and your line of what gives you or makes you feel purposeful. Or if it doesn't make you feel passionate or purposeful, at least do the things that you know matter, like as in, you know, take care of your body, take care of your health. Working out, I don't care what anyone says. Health 101, move the physical body, because where is everything else in your life? Your vehicle, your physical form is your vehicle to everything. Woo! Shocker, your temple. Wow, it's the most materialistic thing you have because you don't have shit else. Amazing, what a breakthrough. But yeah, so, and even if it's so hard for so long, you know, and you're just disciplined and you're like, oh, is it ever gonna get better? My motivation did come in mostly when I just got in there anyways and started. Like for a little bit, it would drag for a set or two or warm or whatever, and then I'm like, yeah. And you know, sometimes still I do get pretty just down in the dumps, but I'm still motivated to get in there even when I'm down in the dumps. You know, that's the only thing that takes me out of the dumps. You know, I don't like taking dumps. It's so bad for you. Hold it in. Use it as passion, obsession, drive, pressure. Yeah, so why would I not try to become obsessed with the things I know will progress me? The exercises, the ways of life, the things that will give me the most knowledge and wisdom and ability to critical think. Not think through opinions. Look for facts. Go through your own head and your own thoughts and say, is this an opinion, or is this an emotion, or is this a fact? You know, not just, I feel that way, so it is, even if it ain't. Truth is always, why not try to follow truth as best as you can? What is the point of dabbling in anything other than that, in a way? You know, like, the truth will set you free, even if the truth is scary, terrifying, and hard. It'll set you free. So stay motivated, stay disciplined, stay obsessed. And if you don't have any of those, do it anyways, man. Come on, like, it'll come. Don't worry. It always does come. And just think, in the last stroke, you come. It's the most important one. So keep it going.